Claudius Ptolemaeus, or Ptolemy, has been called the father of geography. The Greek astronomer and cartographer was born and lived in Alexandria in Egypt between 100 and 170 AD. His works, such as the Almagest and Geographia, would, from the 9th century onwards, form the backbone of early Islamic astronomy, astrology and cartography, some 500 years before the Ptolemaic revolution would reach Western Europe. About a century and a half after the establishment of Islamic rule over the central lands of the Middle East, in the mid-7th century, there began a supreme effort to translate Greek and Iranian scientific and philosophical texts into Arabic. Most of the translations were carried out in Baghdad, the newly founded capital of the Abbasid Empire, under the patronage of the ruling caliphs. In particular, Al-Mansur, 136-58 to 754-74 CE, Harun al-Rashid, 170 to 786, and Al-Mamun, 198-813 CE.
Ptolemy's Geographia, which was translated into Arabic during the reign of Al-Mamun, consists of 8 books. Book 1 giving details for drawing a world map with 2 different projections, one with linear and the other with curved meridians. Book 2 and 7 being a list of some 8,000 locations with longitude and latitude, with at the end of Book 7 instructions for the perspective representation of a globe, and Book 8 breaking down the world map into 26 smaller areas and providing descriptions which might serve for cartographers.
The work was more purely geographical than anything the Islamic scholars had yet encountered. The list of latitude and longitude appealed to them, and they set about with zeal to check his results and correct them where they could. The results can be seen in Al-Khwarizmi's work, Kitab Surat al-Ard, book of the description of the earth, and in the map that he produced for Al-Mamun. Although the map is now lost, the tabulated coordinates have survived, which show a close correlation between it and Ptolemy's work. One map that does survive from the period is Muhammad al-Idrisi, Nizat al-Mushtaq Fikrak al-Afek, the Book of Pleasant Journeys into Faraway Lands, also known as the Tabula Rogeriana, the Book of Roger, named after the Norman king Roger II of Sicily, who commissioned the work.
The map, when produced in 1138 CE, was one of the crowning achievements of early Islamic cartography and would not be superseded in accuracy until the beginning of the 15th century.
Within the text, Al-Idrisi mentions Ptolemy several times, and also states that he consulted the map of the earth, called Al-Jagraphia by Ptolemy. The map itself bears striking resemblance to Ptolemy's world maps, produced in the Western Europe over 300 years later.
Just as early Islamic scholars augmented Ptolemaic concepts with the existing Iranian Semitic traditions, so the Europeans, some 300 years later, as the following atlases attest, combined Ptolemaic mapping with their own Western cartographic traditions.